And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. Pfizer is asking the FDA for emergency use authorization of an additional booster shot for COVID-19. But hold up, it's not for everyone. Pfizer says it's for people 65 and over who've already had the first two vaccines and that third shot, which is a booster. Dr. Danish Ali joins us now with a little more insight.
The amount of immunity that we have towards the actual COVID virus and all the variants that we've seen reduces over time after you've been vaccinated for a few months. And so what we're realizing is that the immunity is less and your chances are higher to get the actual virus or one of its variants. And therefore, the Pfizer folks are saying that we may need to go ahead and get that fourth booster. They are going to go ahead and send their data, all their research that they've been doing recently to the FDA for them to analyze that and then potentially determine if that would be a good option.
Now, what about the other vaccines that are out there like Moderna and Johnson & Johnson? What are they recommending at this time?
They have not released any statements as of yet. However, I anticipate, Isaiah, that they will be coming out with similar statements. They have been conducting similar research as well in the past few weeks and months. And so I anticipate we're going to hear similar results, similar news from them in terms of, yes, we need to get a fourth booster, and what will it protect? That is the data that's still missing right now that the Pfizer folks have not released. And as soon as we get some good information as to what strands that this may protect and what sort of new future variants they may protect against, that is what we're really hoping to hear in this research once they share it with the FDA.
Now, in the case of Pfizer, and even if it's Moderna, are we talking about the same 1-2 doses that we've already had, a diluted version of that? What when we talk about these booster shots?
I anticipate a different variation, Isaiah, and the reason for that is because all of the new variations and different vaccines that we're seeing right now, I anticipate that it will be different.
Now, when we talk about COVID-19, will we see more problems if there is another variant down the road?
I anticipate that. I think, Isaiah, just like we see with the flu every year, we see a different strain, and I anticipate the same for COVID, at least in the next couple of years that we're going to be dealing with this. And I anticipate that the numbers will go higher during the fall season, like we've seen in the past year and two. I anticipate that we're going to see these variations be coming out. And so that's why it is imperative and important for us to continue to look at these vaccines and look at other measures to continue to prevent this from spreading and causing all the chaos that it's caused in the past.
Now, will there be enough doses out there on the market to ensure a possible fourth booster shot, not only if it's just Pfizer, but also if we hear Johnson & Johnson and Moderna also requiring it? Do we have enough vaccine supplies on the market right now to serve the public?
Yeah, I think, Isaiah, what they're going to do is roll it out like they did previously to the high-risk folks or folks that work in the healthcare industry, and then they'll roll it out to the general public. So I think they're going to probably distribute it accordingly. And so with that, I think we can anticipate a lesser demand per se, and then they'll be continuing to supply accordingly. So I anticipate this kind of a rollout process that we've seen in the past as well, in terms of getting those folks who are immunocompromised or healthcare workers that deal with these sorts of patients on a regular basis. And I think that that's going to be rolled out to them first and then to the general public shortly after.